It is Monday, April 14th, 2025, and this is the latest breaking news for Colombia as well as the rest of Latin America. I have a bunch of good stories today, so make sure you get to the end. First up, an update on the tragic roof collapse at the Jet Set nightclub in Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. Let's jump into this story right away. As of Sunday, April 13th, 2025, the death toll from the nightclub roof collapse has tragically risen to 226 people, making it one of the deadliest non-natural disasters in the country's history. The collapse occurred early Tuesday morning, April 8th, during a live merengue concert. Reports indicate that 189 people were rescued alive from the rubble. Search and recovery operations appear to have concluded around Thursday, April 10th, with authorities stating that all known victims had been recovered. The victims include many prominent individuals, such as singer Ruby Perez, who was actually performing, former MLB players Octavio Dotel and Tony Blanco, provincial governor Nelcy Cruz, a UN official, a fashion designer, and several foreign nationals. The exact cause of the structural failure is still under investigation by authorities. The government has stated a thorough investigation will be conducted now, and the recovery phase is complete. Is this the future of air travel? No more boarding passes. Get ready for a major change in air travel. Plans backed by the UN's International Civil Aviation Organization could see traditional check-ins and boarding passes scrapped within the next 3 years. Instead, your face could become your passport. The proposed system uses facial recognition technology linked to a digital travel credential stored securely on your phone, containing your passport details and flight info. This aims to create a seamless airport experience, allowing you to walk from entrance to gate potentially without showing documents. While promising faster security, airports will need significant tech upgrades. Brazil reinstates visa requirements. Traveler alert. Brazil has officially brought back visa requirements for citizens of the United States, Canada, and Australia effective April 10, 2025. This ends a 6-year period of visa-free entry initiated by previous government. The current administration cites the principle of reciprocity as the reason. Brazil requires visa from citizens of countries that demand visas from Brazilians. Affected tourists and business travelers must now obtain an electronic visa, an e-visa, online before heading to Brazil. The cost is approximately $81 USD. Bogota water restrictions end. Good news from Colombia's capital. Bogota's year-long water restrictions officially ended on April 11, 2025. The measures, which include rotating 24-hour water cuts across different city sectors, were put in place in April 2024 due to the city's worst recorded drought. Driven by El Niño and climate change, which securely depleted the Chingaza reservoir system, thanks to recent rainfall and recovery in reservoir levels, Mayor Carlos Fernando Galán announced the lifting of the restrictions, bringing relief to millions of residents, though conservation efforts are still encouraged. Getting ready for travel? Make sure you get your traveler's insurance. Use who you want. I'm recommending igoquote.com. That is igoquote.com. In U.S.-Panama relations, U.S. troops headed to Panama Canal. New deal shakes up geopolitics. A groundbreaking U.S.-Panama agreement allows American troops to deploy near the Panama Canal for training and joint operations, sparking global attention. The deal, a nod to U.S. influence, avoids permanent but raises sovereignty concerns in Panama. Tensions flare over claims of Chinese influence, with protests erupting as Panama defends its control. This move could reshape trade and security in the region. Stay tuned for what's next. Cartagena beaches get upgraded facilities. Beach days in Cartagena just got better. The city has inaugurated modern public service modules on Playa 5 and the popular Boca Grande area. These new facilities include separate bathrooms for men, women, and families, indoor and outdoor showers, and even special foot washing stations. Built with accessibility and sustainability in mind, the project aims to significantly improve comfort and hygiene for tourists and locals alike. The upgrade also features ecological walkways, night lighting, and video surveillance, creating a cleaner and safer beach environment. Colombia seeks U.S. tariff negotiations. Colombia is pushing back against U.S. trade tariffs. The Colombian government has formally requested negotiations with Washington to address the 10% tariffs imposed by the previous U.S. administration under Donald Trump. Acting Minister of Commerce, Cielo Brusinque, confirmed that official letters were sent expressing Colombia's desire to review the tariffs and seek a potential reduction. This move aims to erase trade tensions and improve the commercial relationship between the two countries. The U.S. trade delegate is also expected to visit Colombia soon. Shakira and Maluma performed together in Medellin. Medellin witnessed a historical music moment during her Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran tour concert, her first in the city in 29 years. Shakira surprised the massive crowd by bringing fellow Colombian superstar Maluma onto the stage. The duo performed their smash hit, Chantaje, together, live in a stadium for the very first time, sending over 40,000 fans into a frenzy at the Anastasio Girardot Stadium. The special performance also marked the closing night of Shakira's Latin American tour leg. Authorities in Medellin and the surrounding Aburrá Valley are on alert due to attempts by international criminal gangs to establish operations in the area. Groups including Venezuela's Tren de Aragua, Ecuador's Los Choneros, Mexican cartels, and even European mafias are reportedly vying for control of illicit activities like GERD, trafficking, and extortion. Police report these groups are trying to infiltrate local structures. In response, authorities have increased operations, making arrests and deploying the Elite Walla anti-extortion unit to combat this growing threat to public safety. ACSN denies role in Italian biologist deletion. Mysterious surroundings in the brutal deletion of Italian biologist Alejandro Guatapé in Santa Marta, Colombia. The paramilitary group known as the Autodefensas Conquistadores de la Sierra Nevada, or Los Pachenca, have publicly denied any involvement. In a statement and video, the group claimed that they had no contact with Guatapé and are focusing on fighting a rival Clan de Golfo. His dismembered body was found recently. While authorities investigate various leads, including potential intrusion into the gang territory, the ACSN's denial adds complexity to finding those responsible for this shocking crime. Headed to Medellin, Colombia, make sure you get your smile right. See my dentist, Dr. Carlos Murray. Good location, right on 43rd, great price, and of course, great work. Contact information in the description of all my videos. Sweden announced as F-Air Colombia 2025 Guest of Honor. The upcoming F-Air Colombia 2025 Aeronautical Fair has named Sweden its guest country of honor. The major international air show will take place July 9th to 13th, 2025 in Rio Negro near Medellin. As a leader in aviation technology, Sweden's participation is highly anticipated, with speculation that its advanced Saab 39 Gripen fighter jets might be displayed, potentially influencing Colombia's own Air Force decisions. The event showcases the latest in civil aviation, defense, and sustainable aerospace technology, attracting industry professionals and enthusiasts from around the globe. Airlines are slashing seat widths to as low as 17 inches, down from 18.5 inches, while legroom dwindles, sparking outrage from passengers. With Air Canada's new slimline seats and budget carriers like Spirit offering just 28 inches of pitch, the squeeze is on to boost profits. As passenger sizes increase, concerns grow over comfort and safety. In US-El Salvador relations, Trump and Bukele unveil massive deportation plan. Shocking El Salvador deal revealed. President Trump hosts El Salvador's Nayib Bukele to announce a bold deportation plan, sending alleged gang members to El Salvador's mega prison Expat. The deal, backed by the 1798 Alien Enemies Act, targeted groups like Tren de Aragua, but faces backlash over due process and human rights concerns. Bukele's tough-on-crime stance aligns with Trump's immigration crackdown, raising questions about legality and global impact. Expect heated debates as this unfolds. Traveling with kids? Here's what you need to know before leaving Bogota. Planning a trip out of Bogota with your family? Don't get caught off guard. Learn about critical documents, permits, and regulations required when traveling with minors. This guide breaks down everything you'll need to ensure a smooth journey, whether you're flying domestically or internationally. This video covers real-life scenarios, expert trips, and frequently asked questions to keep you informed and stress-free. Stay prepared because every adventure starts with smart planning. Shocking bus accident in Guatape. What happened to the 12 victims? A terrifying bus accident in the picturesque town of Guatape has left 12 people injured, including 7 foreign tourists. This video dives into the details of the incident, exploring what caused the crash and how emergency services responded. Hear firsthand accounts from witnesses, learn about the condition of the victims, and discover why this tragic event is raising concerns about transportation safety and popular tourist destinations. If you're planning a trip or just curious about the story, this is a good one for you to review. Tragedy abroad. Colombian woman's passing sparks outcry as family struggles to return her body home. A heartbreaking story unfolds after a young Colombian woman tragically passes away in the United States following a cosmetic procedure that went wrong. Her grieving family is now pleading for help to cover the cost of bringing her remains back home. This emotional story explores the details of the incident, highlighting the risk of medical tourism. This also sheds light on the challenges faced by families dealing with international tragedies. Trump's Treasury chief visits Argentina amid Medellin support and trade talks. The former U.S. Treasury Secretary under Trump arrived in Argentina, sparking buzz about potential economic collaborations. With strong backing for Javier Milei's policies, discussions are underway regarding tariff reforms and a possible financial loan to stabilize Argentina's struggling economy. This high-stakes diplomatic mission could reshape South America's largest economies. Expats ditch Costa Rica's residency for tourist life. Shocking reasons revealed. Expats in Costa Rica are reshaping residency for tourist status, driven by rising living costs and simpler visa runs. New rules let tourists stay up to 180 days, prompting many to avoid residency paperwork and taxes. Digital nomads and retirees love the flexibility, but locals worry about housing shortages. This shift could reshape expat life in Costa Rica. Will it last? Dive into the debate as paradise faces change. So there you go. If you are headed to Medellin, don't just hang up at Parqueaderas. Take a tour. See the city, inside the city, outside the city, have a private driver. Reach out to my guy Andres at Nomad Travel. He also does my safe airport pickups and drop-offs also. Many of you guys have used him and love using his company, so keep that in mind. You are up to date with the latest news out of Medellin, Colombia as a whole, as well as the rest of Latin America. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you go down and hit subscribe. And definitely like. It helps that YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying?
So hey girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This is why I watch dcbornrob.
Excited, dili na mag-online. Unsabay dugayan, chika babes kay nasulan. Idol ipadulan, ako ang padulan. Karamelum-luman, dili-dili na tuluman. Ay shock pa, makalok-kaloka. Si Buona sexy, lawas murag Coca-Cola. Ang kaanyag ni mo sa akong kalibutan nga saag. Wala ko'y katubag, ikaw ra kong matawag. Murag kagabun sa kabugnaw sa taas. Sa imong paghawas, lawas ni mo labas. Sinut walay gas-gas, ako amo bas-bas.
Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.